Imagine a vehicle mired in mud, its wheels endlessly spinning but failing to make any progress. This image vividly represents what occurs when the essence of our inner strength and wisdom is obstructed in our lives. Just as the car cannot move forward, we too can feel stuck and powerless when our path to inner tranquility and self-mastery is blocked. However, by identifying and removing these obstacles, we can advance with renewed strength and clarity. What are these barriers that hinder our inner transformation? What hidden forces prevent us from achieving a harmonious state of mind and spirit? Today, we delve into the subtle ways 3 worldly distractions can obstruct our journey toward inner peace and wisdom. Drawing inspiration from the teachings of ancient philosophers, we aim to uncover these hidden obstacles and learn how to overcome them. First, let us consider the distraction of materialism. In a world driven by the pursuit of wealth and possessions, it is easy to lose sight of what truly matters. The relentless chase for material goods can cloud our minds, diverting our focus from inner growth to external accumulation. As the philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." By recognizing the futility of materialism, we can redirect our energies towards cultivating inner virtues and wisdom. Next, we face the obstacle of societal expectations. The pressure to conform to societal norms and expectations can stifle our true selves. We often find ourselves trapped in a cycle of seeking approval from others, sacrificing our authenticity for acceptance. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one embracing our true nature, and living authentically allows us to break free from the chains of societal expectations and find true fulfillment." Lastly, the distraction of negative emotions cannot be overlooked. Emotions such as anger, envy, and fear can cloud our judgment and impede our progress. These destructive emotions act as barriers, preventing us from achieving a state of inner peace. As Epictetus taught, "Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him." By mastering our emotions, we reclaim control over our inner state and move forward with clarity and purpose. In Romans 8:5, we find profound wisdom for those who live according to the flesh, set their minds on the things of the flesh, but those who live according to the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. This verse emphasizes the importance of focusing our minds on higher ideals to allow the transformative power of inner wisdom to flourish within us. Now let us examine these 3 worldly distractions that may be blocking your path to inner peace and growth. As we identify and address these obstacles, we open ourselves to a life of greater fulfillment and serenity. Remember, it is through recognizing and overcoming these barriers that we can truly progress on our journey towards self-mastery and inner tranquility. Number 1, the lust of the flesh. Friends, have you ever pondered the nature of our carnal desires, those cravings that arise from within us, often leading us astray? The ancient philosopher Epictetus once said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." This timeless wisdom speaks to the heart of overcoming destructive emotions and desires. Our modern world is awash with temptations that celebrate instant gratification and pleasure at all costs. Social media bombards us with images of idealized beauty and extravagant lifestyles, fueling our desires for physical perfection and material abundance. Advertisements lure us with the promise of satisfaction through the latest trends and gadgets, creating a perpetual state of longing. Consider the insidious nature of pornography, which is now more accessible than ever before. It entices countless individuals into cycles of addiction and shame, eroding mental and physical health, and destabilizing finances and relationships. This form of lust extends beyond mere sexual desire, encompassing any excessive craving that seeks to gratify our physical appetites at the expense of our well-being. Even an obsession with fitness can become detrimental when it prioritizes physical appearance over mental and spiritual health. Moreover, the relentless pursuit of adrenaline-fueled experiences, from extreme sports to reckless behavior, illustrates another facet of our cravings. These pursuits, while thrilling, can lead to dangerous consequences as we chase fleeting excitement. Even our hobbies and interests, if left unchecked, can become idols, consuming our time and energy and detracting from our personal growth and responsibilities. The Stoic philosopher Seneca noted, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more." That is poor. This profound statement highlights the deceptive nature of our desires. Our culture tells us that fulfilling our desires will bring happiness, but often it only leads to deeper dissatisfaction. When we indulge these cravings, we lose sight of what truly matters and become enslaved to our passions. The Stoic approach encourages us to view these desires with a discerning eye. By recognizing that our cravings often disguise themselves as freedoms and expressions of self, we can begin to see the truth. These desires can enslave us, separating us from our true purpose and potential. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." To combat the lure of destructive desires, we must practice self-control and discipline. This involves setting clear boundaries, seeking accountability, and cultivating habits of mindfulness and reflection. Embracing a Stoic mindset, we understand that true freedom comes from mastering our internal state rather than succumbing to external temptations. In the words of the Apostle Peter, "Beloved, I urge you as sojourners and exiles to abstain from the passions of the flesh, which wage war against your soul." This ancient wisdom aligns with the Stoic principle that our true battle is within. By acknowledging and resisting our base desires, we cultivate inner peace and resilience. Each day presents a choice to live according to our higher values and principles, or to be swayed by fleeting pleasures. The Stoic practice of daily reflection and intentional living helps us to remain steadfast in our pursuit of virtue and wisdom. As we align our desires with our true purpose, the temporary allure of the flesh diminishes, replaced by the lasting satisfaction of a well-lived life. Practical steps, such as maintaining a disciplined routine, engaging in meaningful relationships, and dedicating time to self-improvement, are essential. By nurturing our inner world, we fortify ourselves against the onslaught of external temptations. As we grow in self-mastery, we experience the profound peace and joy that comes from living in accordance with our highest values. Friends, do not let the lust of the flesh rob you of the richness and fulfillment that life has to offer. Embrace the transformative power of self-control and allow your desires to be guided by wisdom and virtue. As we do so, we become beacons of authenticity and strength in a world that desperately needs such examples. Let us journey together in this pursuit of inner strength, overcoming destructive desires and living lives of true purpose and meaning. Number 2, the lust of the eyes. Dear friends, as we navigate our lives, we are constantly reminded of the ancient for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father but is of the world. The lust of the eyes speaks to the insatiable craving for what we see, the ceaseless hunger for visual stimulation and material wealth. In our contemporary society, this lust surrounds us, assailing us from every direction. We live in a culture obsessed with appearances, where image reigns supreme. Our social media feeds overflow with meticulously crafted snapshots of ideal lives, luxurious wardrobes, and exotic getaways. Advertisements cunningly exploit our desires, flaunting the latest luxuries and must-have items. We find ourselves ensnared in a relentless cycle of comparison, measuring our lives against the polished highlights of others, leaving us feeling discontent and inadequate. The lust of the eyes extends beyond mere materialism. It encompasses our desire for visual entertainment. We reside in an era of endless scrolling, where an infinite stream of images and videos is just a swipe away. Hours slip away as we mindlessly consume content from amusing memes to addictive TV series, all designed to keep us hooked. This issue is magnified when our content choices clash with our values. If you encounter something contrary to your principles, don't linger, move on, or block it if necessary. Even within our spiritual journeys, the lust of the eyes can manifest in the pursuit of visually pleasing experiences. We might become enamored with the latest worship trends, gravitating towards churches with grand stage setups, charismatic preachers, and dazzling displays. It's easy to be drawn to leaders who prioritize their image over the substance of their message. The peril of the lust of the eyes lies in its ability to divert our focus from the eternal to the temporal. When we fixate on the visible, we lose sight of the unseen realities that truly matter. We start to value appearance over substance, image over character, and fleeting pleasures over enduring treasures. The scriptures provide numerous examples of how the lust of the eyes can lead us astray. In Genesis chapter 3, page 6, Eve's temptation by the serpent reveals this. So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desirable to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. The appealing appearance of the forbidden fruit played a crucial role in humanity's fall. However, we are not powerless against the lust of the eyes. We can cultivate an inner strength that allows us to look beyond the superficial. Colossians encourages us, set your mind on things above, not on things on the earth. By redirecting our focus, we begin to perceive the world with a clearer vision, recognizing the fleeting nature of material possessions and the hollowness of worldly pursuits. Instead, we start to long for the beauty of a deeper presence, the richness of wisdom, and the joy of selfless service. Practical steps such as practicing gratitude, simplifying our lives, and fostering a generous spirit can help us break free from the hold of the lust of the eyes. As we learn to find satisfaction in deeper values, the allure of the world's offerings diminishes. Let us fix our gaze on timeless principles, becoming a reflection of enduring beauty and grace to a world yearning for true vision. You will then be able to echo the words of the psalmist in Psalm, "Turn away my eyes from looking at worthless things, and revive me in your way. May your vision be filled with light, and may your life exemplify beauty and grace to those around you." Together, let's navigate our journey with clarity, purpose, and an unwavering focus on what truly matters. Number 3, embracing humility over the pride of life. Friends, have you ever considered the profound wisdom hidden in Proverbs, which says, "The fear of the Lord is to hate evil pride and arrogance, and the evil way, and the perverse mouth I hate"? This insight invites us to reflect on the concept of the pride of life, the belief that our accomplishments and status make us self-sufficient and superior to others. This kind of pride craves recognition, admiration, and praise for one's achievements, position, or possessions. In today's society, The pride of life is often celebrated and even encouraged. We live in a culture that highly values self-promotion, where building a personal brand and maintaining a robust social media presence are seen as essential for success. We're constantly bombarded with messages urging us to believe in ourselves, pursue our dreams, and hustle until we reach the top. While self-confidence and ambition can be positive traits, it's crucial to remember the importance of placing our ultimate trust in something greater than ourselves, seeking guidance and strength from a higher power. There's nothing inherently wrong with striving for excellence and using our talents to their fullest. However, the pride of life twists these aspirations into a self-centered quest for personal glory. It tempts us to base our self-worth on our performance, the number of our followers, or our net worth. We become consumed with building our own kingdoms instead of seeking to contribute to the greater good. The pride of life can manifest in many ways, both subtle and obvious. There's a fine line between healthy ambition and arrogant pride. What starts as a desire to excel and achieve can quickly transform into a relentless pursuit of personal glory and recognition, shifting our focus from contributing positively to seeking validation. It can drive our obsession with career success as we aim to climb the corporate ladder at any cost. It can fuel our fixation on physical appearance as we strive to maintain a youthful and attractive image. It can root our desire for fame and influence as we seek to make a name for ourselves. Even in communities dedicated to higher principles, the pride of life can rear its head. We might become puffed up with our knowledge, looking down on those we perceive as less enlightened. We may seek positions of leadership not to serve but to feed our own egos and sense of importance. We might become more concerned with the size of our following or the accolades we receive than with genuine contribution and service. The danger of the pride of life lies in its ability to blind us to our own limitations and need for growth. When consumed with self-sufficiency and self-glory, we forget that every good gift comes from beyond ourselves. We start relying on our own strength and wisdom, ignoring the guidance and empowerment available to us from a greater source. History and literature are filled with warnings against the pride of life. Proverbs 16:18 cautions, "Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." The story of King Nebuchadnezzar in Daniel 4 serves as a powerful reminder of the consequences of unchecked pride. Nebuchadnezzar, filled with arrogance, declared, "Is not this great Babylon that I have built for a royal dwelling by my mighty power, and for the honor of my majesty?" As a result, he was humbled, stripped of his kingdom, and forced to live like a wild animal until he acknowledged a power greater than himself. Yet there is hope. By embracing humility and surrendering our egos, we recognize that apart from our inner strength and external guidance, we can do nothing. James reminds us, "But he gives more grace." Therefore he says, "God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Therefore submit to what is right and just. Resist negativity, and it will flee from you." When we submit ourselves to the greater good, acknowledging our dependence on it, and seeking to serve others rather than ourselves, we open ourselves to transformative growth. Practical steps like practicing gratitude, serving others, and regularly reflecting on our limitations can help combat the pride of life. As we learn to find our identity and worth in our contributions rather than in accolades, the opinions of the world will hold less sway over our hearts. Friends, let us cultivate a heart of humility and surrender. As Paul said in Galatians, "I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me, and the life which I now live in the flesh I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me." Let our lives be marked by humility, and let our achievements reflect our dedication to a higher purpose. To everyone listening, let's take a moment to center ourselves and reflect. Picture a serene landscape, where your mind is calm and your spirit is steady. Let's embark on a journey of inner peace and resilience. Heavenly Presence, we gather with gratitude, recognizing the vast wisdom and guidance that surround us. Your essence is boundless, and your strength incomparable. You are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the eternal force guiding our lives. Your steadfast love and unwavering faithfulness endure through all trials, renewing us each day. We honor you for your infinite wisdom, compassion, and grace. In this moment of reflection, I am filled with thankfulness for the gift of life, the breath in my lungs, the beat of my heart, and the blessings, both visible and hidden, that enrich my existence. I acknowledge my shortcomings, understanding that it is through embracing our imperfections that we find growth. I release any bitterness, anger, and resentment, choosing to forgive those who have wronged me, as forgiveness is the path to inner peace. In a world full of distractions, I choose to focus on the present moment, to seek clarity and purpose. I reject the negative influences that attempt to pull me away from this centered state. I affirm that I am resilient, capable of overcoming challenges and temptations. With a clear mind and a steadfast heart, I invite a sense of tranquility and self-control into my life. I am committed to resisting harmful impulses and making choices that honor my values and integrity. I declare that my body and mind are sanctuaries of strength and purity. I renounce any habits or desires that do not serve my higher purpose. Fear, doubt, anger, and bitterness have no place within me. I let go of envy, pride, and selfishness. I dedicate myself to a path of wisdom, strength, and guidance, seeking to walk in truth and righteousness. I call upon the healing energy that restores my physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. May I be renewed and rejuvenated, free from the burden of past mistakes and harmful connections. I seek relationships and decisions that align with my true purpose and contribute to my growth and fulfillment. I ask for protection against negative influences, knowing that no harm can prevail against a mind fortified by resilience and clarity. Surrounded by a shield of inner strength, I am safe from all threats, visible and invisible. As we unite in this reflection, I extend these intentions to those I care about, hoping they too find peace and strength. Together, we cultivate a community of support and encouragement, believing in the power of collective energy to bring about positive change. We ask for an outpouring of positivity, love, and serenity. We are overcomers, more than conquerors, and we rise above the distractions and challenges of life. We acknowledge the beauty of the present moment, trusting in the journey ahead. With faith in the unfolding plan, we find comfort in knowing that everything works together for our ultimate good. May our lives reflect the harmony and balance we seek, embodying the principles of inner strength and resilience. We honor this moment, embracing the calm and clarity it brings. Thank you for the guidance and inspiration that lead us forward. If you were moved by this message, share your thoughts in the comments below. By sharing this reflection with others, you help spread a wave of positivity and strength. Remember to subscribe for more insights that uplift your spirit and enrich your life. We appreciate your support. Together, we are stronger. If this message resonates with you, please type Amen in the comments below. I affirm that the blessings from this prayer are upon you. By sharing this video with someone who might need its uplifting message, you can help spread its positive impact. Additionally, subscribing to our channel ensures you receive more content that will enrich and elevate your spirit. Your support is deeply appreciated. Remember, you are blessed to be a blessing to others. For those listening who are considering a deeper spiritual journey, I encourage you to open your heart to the possibilities of grace and redemption. Your past does not define you. What matters is the openness of your heart in this moment. The idea of redemption is not new. It is a timeless concept that speaks to the human condition of seeking and finding purpose. Consider this prayer as a step towards inner peace and personal transformation. Dear Lord Jesus, I recognize my flaws and seek your forgiveness. I believe in the sacrifice made for my redemption and in the promise of new beginnings. I turn away from my past mistakes and invite you into my life, seeking guidance and strength to follow a path of virtue and win wisdom. Hear my prayer, Lord, and thank you for the gift of salvation. Amen. After this prayer, it is beneficial to seek guidance and support from a local community. Engaging in baptism can symbolize your commitment to this new path. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals can provide the support needed to grow in your new journey and deepen your understanding of these profound truths. Feel free to leave your prayer requests in the comments. We believe in the collective power of thoughtful reflection and intention. Even if you do not receive an immediate response, rest assured that your requests are being lifted up in our thoughts and intentions. We hold firm in the belief that sincere prayers bring comfort, healing, and clarity according to a greater plan. Reflecting on these moments of connection and seeking wisdom, we find that the journey towards inner peace is ongoing and deeply personal. Your path, marked by introspection and the pursuit of wisdom, is unique and valuable. Embrace this journey, knowing that each step forward is a testament to your resilience and desire for a meaningful life. Thank you for joining us in this moment of reflection. May the grace and peace of a higher understanding be with you. If you have further questions or need additional guidance, please reach out. Together, we continue on this path of growth and understanding, finding strength in our shared journey.